Thank you guys for watching Keep Pounding TV. I got one quick question. Do
Screen!
you
You can't stop me! Fumble!
love the Carolina Panthers
We did it! We did it!
like I love the Carolina Panthers?
Ah!
Yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm your host, Grande Gato, also known as the Big Cat, my cool cat. Put your paws up if you're rocking with the Big Cat. Today, we're here to talk about Deangelo Williams being the Carolina Panthers brand ambassador over in London. Dicey move, but I understand it. We'll talk about it. One quick question before we get started, though. Do you love the Carolina Panthers like I love the Carolina Panthers? Good day, mate. Do you love the Carolina Panthers like I love it? Give it that. This was a move that was made by Tepper. And like I said, it was a dicey move, risky move, but I understand it. Let's get into it. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so you don't miss a video. Now, here's my thoughts when it comes to Deangelo Williams being a brand ambassador, team ambassador for the Carolina Panthers while they're in London. David Tepper is a genuine man. I know what this is about. This is about mending old fences. It's about no hard feelings. And even though David Tepper had nothing to do with it, he's extended the olive branch. And I respect him as a genuine man. I don't know the guy personally, but his actions speak for him. So I know for sure we have the best owner in the NFL. Now, when it comes to Deangelo Williams, the Charlotte Observer interviewed him, and they pretty much, and I'm going to paraphrase, they asked him how he felt about it, and he was like, listen, I never had no problem with the team, the coaches, or any other players as well. You know what I mean? So it's not about me being mad at anybody, but he did go on to say, and I quote, I'm not one of those guys where after time passes you show up and, oh, everything's fine. Okay? It's like, no, let's address it, move on, and we can be kosher and good about it. All right? So he still wants to address it. He wants to be kosher about it and then get the hell on. Now, with that being said, he also made some comments on his Twitter feed where he said, it's the principle. Time doesn't apologize. People and organizations do. When someone in a company truck causes an accident, the person isn't the one you want answers from. It's the company, right? So listen, David Tepper, I respect what you did here. And listen, I personally would have had John and Stewart, be the representation. So I like him. But hey, I mean, you're reaching out, you're trying to hear everything. And put some respect on his name. He is the second all-time leading rusher for the Carolina Panthers. But it's not fair that you're still coming after the organization about apology, and I'll be respectful about his mother's funeral and how nobody attended other than Greg Hardy. And shout out to Greg Hardy. Greg Hardy's a real one. I follow you on Twitter, man, and we, I had a brief conversation. Shout out to him. But listen, it's not their fault. Jerry Richardson's not there. Gedham is not there. So shout out to the organization for making this move. But you can't go after this organization for, something they didn't do. I mean, the people are no longer there. It's like me going after Hardee's for a spot where McDonald used to own. They used to own the same building, but I'm gonna go after Hardee's because they're there. I want to apologize. What the fuck? Come on, man. Tepper, I think sometimes you just gotta realize some people can't be saved and some people can't be grateful. You extend your olive branch, and he's still going out here making it about himself and about previous issues.
Is you dumb?
So he continues to go on during this interview where he says, during my whole 9 years with the Carolina Panthers, I think I seen the front office at practice 2 or 3 times. They were more like fans of the team. Again, Tepper, I get it. You're being a bigger man, you're showing respect. But this guy's an ex-lover. He's a scorn lover. I mean, listen, man, give him some season tickets or some shit like that. But at this point, man, I don't want to say it's a lost cause. And does he have a right to be mad? I mean, yeah, you only get one mom. You know what I mean? So real shit. You got the right to be mad, but he's right. He's wrong. He's wrong to be mad at these people. Why not go out here and take it out? Like I said, reach out to Gedham's contacts or reach out to Richardson's contact and get in a private setting if you feel that some kind of way. Deangelo Williams, you got to understand something. Nobody owes you shit. Okay? They don't, listen, life doesn't work that way. You could be the second leader team rusher. You can turn around and you could be a Martin Luther King. And you see what they did to his ass. They capped his shit out. Okay, so nobody owes you shit. You will hope people will be the bigger man or the bigger woman and come up to you and say, I made a mistake, but they don't owe you that. So it is an indiction, it is a indictment of their character when they come out and they don't do such. But it's an indictment of your character when you turn around and you act the ass, act like a spoiled child because you begging for that apology that's never going to come from these guys. Okay? There's a lot of people have been done wrong by different people, but you got to understand. You got to move on and be the bigger person. And right now, what David Tepper's trying to show your ass is, listen, I know that the previous front office fucked you over, but I'm here to make my tender extend the olive branch to you, okay? And you're continuing to bring up some shit like that. If I'm Tepper, I'm washing my hands after this little experiment. I mean, shout out to him for bringing him to London and shit like that, but you know, listen, man. Apparently, he got to axe the bear or axe the grind, and it's not with you. It's not with your front office. It's with people who are no longer there, and that's not fair for him to hold you guys hostage.
Is you dumb?
Last but not least, he said, I came here solely to let everybody know and back in Carolina that I do not have an issue with this team or coaching staff. None of them are my issues. Okay, like again, contradiction. You know what I mean? He's saying he has no issues, but yet you're using this moment. That should be a proud moment. This should be a proud moment for you to represent a team in London and be able to embrace and us being winning the last 3 games and could potentially be 4-2. This is the moment you could be talking about all that, but yet you're selfish enough to bring up previous mistakes. Okay, and like I said, he has a legit grievance. Okay, he has a legit grievance, but you can't take it out on the people who were there. So instead of using your time griping and talking about this issue, let's talk about the Carolina Panthers and the season that we're having, the players that are doing good. But yeah, you go back to you. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this. This made me a little mad. And shout out to Tepper. Tepper's a real one. On Tep. Shout out to God of Blackness. Listen, Tepper's a real guy, real good owner, best owner in the NFL. So shout out to him. I'm a little disturbed by this. You know, Deangelo Williams, I mean, you could stay back home and you know, wherever you're from in Carolina. Could have took your ass back to Carolina and just stayed there, man. So if you want to cry and gripe and shit, I don't know. It bothered me a little bit. I got to be honest. It bothers me a little bit. But I want to hear from you guys. Get in the comment section, man. Was this the right move by David Tepper to make him the ambassador for the Carolina Panthers? Or, you know, is Deangelo Williams a lost cause? I'm stuck in between a rock and a hard place with the situation. I understand both sides. I want to hear from you guys. Make sure you subscribe. Tune into the podcast. We are now on Spotify. We are now on Google Podcasts. We are now everywhere, man. So shout out to you guys. Make sure you follow us there. Let's get up out of here. Let the church say, damn. Don't forget to subscribe to the Carolina Panthers custom helmet giveaway video in the playlist. Once we hit 5,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away free a $300 retail value Marvel's Avenger Carolina Panthers helmet. Keep pounding.